What if I told you that everything you grew up believing is a lie? That you don't really have as much free will as you think you do. You're being mind controlled and you don't even know it. Pretty sure the average person would think she's crazy. Or, they would just dismiss it because that's what we're taught to do when we don't understand something. Either get angry or dismiss it. So, warning, I know this may be a lot to take in, so we're just going to ease our way into this. Let me just start off with we're at war. That's right, you heard me. We're at war, and it's bigger than any of us can imagine. Any average person, I can say, can imagine. And all of our beloved actresses and actors and politicians and rappers and singers and presidents and top lawyers and top doctors and top policemen, they're all a part of this war. The first step to winning this war is to become aware, to become mentally and spiritually aware of what's going on around us. If you think about it, most of society is like the perfect little soldiers. We are born and raised to not question what we are taught. We don't question it. We just hear it. We hear what it is, and we just take it in, and we believe it, no matter how ridiculous it may sound. It's just what we're taught. It all starts off with religion. We all have our versions of the Bible, and we are told stories that we're unsure of are full of metaphors or it's actual stories. We're brought up believing that our religion, whoever you are, wherever you come from, whatever your religion is the true religion, and that everybody else's religion is just made up stories. It's just their beliefs. And to make matters worse, our religious leaders are corrupt, causing confusion and hate amongst each other. There's really no one to lead us correctly. So it's like, who do we follow? And so then some people, they go and they believe that either religion, they become atheists. They don't believe in a religion because they feel like everything's fake because they're confused. They don't know who to believe. We got Pope raping children. Like how can we look at Christianity to Catholics and stuff like that, and then you see things like that, Catholics raping people, it causes confusion. It's like how some people don't know how to believe in something like that when stuff like that is going on. And then there's other people who feel like certain religions are just money-hungry people. That's all they care about is money. And then we got other people who just believe their religion is the right religion. Their religion is the correct religion. Even though, if you look, all religions are made at different time points. Someone decided to come up and create this religion, And so, all this confusion that just happens, you're born and raised into whatever religion you're into. You know what I mean? You could change your religion, but when you start off, this is the religion that you're brought into. So if you're brought into something that's causing confusion and the same thing that's supposed to be about love turn into hate, it leaves people lost. So it just shows how we're all born into sin. We're born and categorized in these religions feeling like our religion is more superior than the next. Jews feel like because Jesus was Jew, they're the chosen people. Christians, we feel like we're better because, we love Jesus Christ and the Bible and all that stuff. And then, everybody feels that their religion is correct because of whatever reason. So that's where that's where it starts off with the hate towards other people. We look at people funny, like, how do you believe in that? Look at what this person believe in. I'm better than them. They're, this person's worshiping a false idol, and whatever the case may be. Even within our religions, we're confused. We have people who are Christians who are like, hey, we all, like Christians and Catholics, both believe in Jesus. Jews, we all believe in Jesus and everything, but yet, Catholics have the cross, and then the Christians are not supposed to worship the cross. They're supposed to worship Jesus and God, So even within our religions, that's the same religion, we still have beef between the religions. So religion is just all a big factor of just slap everybody in the face. And then after religion, we have the race war. So after we get over the religion, let's just leave religion out of it. So we already got a war with religion. So on top of religion, now we got a race war. where everybody feel that they're more superior than the next race. So it all boils down to two religions. Not two religions, two main, you're black or you're white. We have Indians, we have Chinese, we have Hispanics, we have so many different other races, but everybody, if they look at you, they're like, hey, everybody comes from Africa, so you're black. If you're dark skinned, you're black. If you're white, colored eyes, you're white. You know what I mean? So it kind of get put into two categories, and it makes other races kind of feel like they're not important, because it's just like, hey, I'm Indian, but it don't really matter, because if I go to a white person, they're going to look at me as I'm black. Or, hey, I'm this, and they're going to look at me. So it kind of get put down to two things. But even with these two things, it's still white people feel they're better, even without any actual evidence proving that they are better, or we are, the next person is better than one another. They just feel like they're better. Why? Because for some reason, this is what they were taught. They were taught that they were better. Black people, all of them, not, some of them may still feel oppressed by what happened, but there's a lot of black people who don't feel oppressed by it, who feel, hey, I'm better. We were in the Bible, and the Bible stated that we are the beginning and we are the end, so we're better than any of you other people because we started it and we're going to be the ones to finish it. And that right there is just a war. And then on top of it, all of the stuff going on, slavery, people being like, it's like you sit there and you push someone to believe, say something in their ear, kind of like say, hey, this person don't like you. You put something in somebody's ear and they hear it, they take it however they want to take it, and however that person take it is how they're going to react. So we all are stuck on, this race war, when really this race war is just a distraction. This religion is just a distraction. All of that stuff is a distraction. It's distracting you from the real things that's going on. We got a bigger battle than race and religion. You think that the people who are on top, who are running things, care about your color skin or about your religion? They laugh. Look at these people fighting over religion that we made up. Look at these people fighting over the color of their skin when everybody's really the same. Look at them. Hate everywhere. Everybody hate each other, and it's just getting more and more. It's growing more and more animosity towards each other, to where people is just going crazy. These people are killing their children. Innocent children are being hurt in the process of all of this stuff. Not only children, but just everybody. People are just going crazy. They're shooting up schools. They're shooting up, and we're just trying to figure out why. Why is everybody going crazy? Is there something in the air? Why is everybody going crazy? Let me tell you why everybody's going crazy. The reason is because every day, think about it, we sit on our phones, we're on technology for about 3 to 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? It's 24 hours in a day. Some people have way more hours than that they're on their phone, but, some people on their phone for 3 to 8 hours a day. And then we have television. So, you may be on your phone, but then you may watch television for about 2 hours or so. And did you ever think about what is all of these things that you're taking in? Or you're listening to music. You just listen to some music. Did you ever think about what it is that you're taking in? What are you listening to? What are you actually watching? What is these symbols? What is these things that people are doing? All these celebrities like to do little handshakes, not handshakes, but do little hand gestures, to do all these little things. What is this? Put up symbols in their videos. What is that? What does that mean? You ever stop to think, maybe what I'm watching, what I'm listening to, these things are having an effect on how I feel? So, the reason I feel like religion is the number one problem is because that's where it all starts. When you try to show somebody that they may be being brainwashed, or some people don't like to hear that, brainwashed. Nobody want to hear they being brainwashed. What's that, brainwashed? But when you're being manipulated, you try to tell them they're wrong. The first thing they want to throw in your face is the Bible or the Quran or whatever. They want to throw in their scriptures in your face. But they fail to realize that man is the one who made these scriptures. Now, of course, they want to sit there and say, hey, this person wrote the Bible. You know, this person wrote this person wrote that. But at the end of the day, I feel like yes, there is an official Bible out there, a real Bible that was written by people of importance. But I feel like that Bible is nowhere in existence for regular people. I feel like the stuff that's in the Bible now is like two truths and a lie. You get what I'm saying? Like the stuff that's in the Bible, there is truth to it. There is power in the Bible, but it's been rewritten and changed around and edited to control and manipulate people. If we even take it back, you know, to when the slavery and stuff was going on, the people, white people, was using the Bible as a way to control the black people. You know, so if if in history they have using the Bible to control people, what makes you think that the Bible that you have is any different? You know, what makes you feel like, oh, this Bible that I'm carrying around was written by the actual people, that everything in here is truth? Like, yes, there's truth to it. Yes, there is truth in the Bible and stuff like that, but everything was kind of taken from, you know, like every religion kind of like took a little bit. It's like they all are similar stories. You ever realize that all the religions are like similar stories, similar things? But let me just get off of that. I'm gonna show y'all a video of this guy talking, because people feel like it's not true that someone can have a hidden agenda. Like, what is this war that I'm talking about? What is it that I'm talking about? Like, so I'm gonna show you some clips and we're gonna get into this.
That's a fact. You understand? And I've watched. A lot of black folks also don't want to believe that yes, there is a room of people that sit and conspire. And then once again, how do I know? Because I was sitting in the room half the time. And some of the stuff that I would hear these black folks say would blow my mind. Yes, I have heard BET executives say that the BET audience is not that intelligent. Right in my face. Intelligent. Right in my face. One of the glaring examples I use is that there's a brother named Cousin Jeff. He's the resident conscious black man on BET. He did a week-long series on the word nigga and how it was just derogatory, ABC and D. I happened to watch, and I cannot recall the brother's name, and I love giving him credit. It was a documentary called Africans in Asia. Do you know the brother's name?
Eugene Adams.
Eugene Adams. I think everybody black should watch Africans in Asia. I stepped to this brother. I'm like, yo, I'm like a born again Christian. Yo, Jeff, I got the black people that really, niggas don't really mean ignorance, this, that, and the other. Jeff looked me up and down. He said, D. Brad, I know that. I said, well, dog, you just did a whole series about the word meaning ignorant. He said, yeah, but black America's not ready for that yet. You understand?
So here we have a guy who was in the industry and, you know, worked behind the scenes, and he's just letting people know, like, what's going on, like, what happens. And I want y'all to hear this lady. So I'm gonna show y'all another clip, and I want y'all to listen to this lady and what she says about artists and how they love to copy each other. And you know, it's just like there's a pattern between these artists that goes back some time, and it's a little strange. But here, just check her out.
The cover of her latest album called Invasion of Privacy, how fitting, wearing the checkerboard black and white Masonic tiles. Again, I guess these people just really like black and white. I thought they were artists. I thought they were supposed to be, original, but they all seem to do the same exact thing over and over again. Here she is doing the all-seeing eye and the 666 hand sign. Shouldn't be any surprise there. On her other album, Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, she's doing the devil horns, and she even has some jewelry. I found this on TMZ. With the devil horns. Jewelry made into devil horns. $60,000.
So of course, you know, when I first heard the lady, I was skeptic. I just thought maybe she was some hater and hating on my lady Cardi B. Like, who wanna be hating on Cardi B like that? But I was like, you know what, let me do my own little research. So I just went to look up to see, you know, how many celebrities really be doing all these hand signs. And I only took a selective few that I found myself, but I'm gonna put it in here. Here go a little clip of that. So, you know, it is a little weird that they all like to do these hand signs. And I mean, like, I looked at the hand signs they doing, and it's not a normal, like, it's not something that I normally do when I take a picture. Like, if I'm going to take a picture or my friends are going to take a picture, that's not what they use. Those are not hand signals they use. You know what I mean? It's not. But it's funny because, you know, Kodak, he's been doing that devil horn thing, and, like, it's been influencing younger people to do them same little hand gestures as these celebrities are doing. Even now the youngsters are copying. And it's just crazy how, like, these little hand gestures and these little symbols are, like, crossing over from being just things that celebrities are doing to now being what the younger people are copying and wanting to follow behind. So what I find weird is that it's not just, you know, the people that you see on TV who are trying to spread this negative agenda. It's also, like, YouTubers, famous YouTubers. We see little videos on Facebook and YouTube all the time. And, you know, for an example, is this young lady named B. Simone. She look like a regular, attractive young lady who be venting her feelings out, you know, on Facebook or on whatever social media site she used, and it ends up on Facebook and everything else. But she look like a regular person who just be venting her feelings or how she feel, you know, in a joking way. So I'm going to show you the clip. And, like, when you first look at it, you're not going to really think anything about it. You're just going to, like, probably laugh. Let
me tell y'all something. Just as much as y'all niggas like getting nasty, girls like getting nasty too. And sometimes we don't want to make you our boyfriend. We just want to get right to it. Get to it. Let's do it. We're adults here. We're all adults here. And now sometimes you guys is getting too respectful. Like, who raised you? A nun? Sir, touch my booty. Rub me. Something. Caress something. Just like the other day, I went on a date with a nigga. After the date, he was like, we can go back to my house. I'm like, we sure can, boo. Let's go back to your house because I'm tipsy. Soon as we get to his house, this nigga want to sleep on the couch and gave me the bed. I said, what are you doing? I'm going to be cold. This nigga say, I want to be respectful. Boy, you trying to respect me? I'm not even trying to respect myself. Sir, not today. You don't have to respect me today. Any other day, but not today. Disrespect me. Come on. Come on. Come back in the room, sir.
Now that you watched the video, I just want you to actually take a step back and to really look at the video. You got to rewind and watch again. Because what she's really doing is normalizing men, or, you know, she's normalizing disrespecting women sexually, you know, because this is what women want. Women want to be disrespected. You know, this is the norm. You know, disrespect me, violate me, do what you want because that's what I want. You know, like that's what she's setting off. And to the wrong person, you know, they may think in their head, oh, well, then it's okay. Like, the girl say stop. She's just probably joking. She really wants it. She, you know, it's just like it puts stuff subliminally in people's head. You know what I mean? But that was a little clip I wanted you to see. Like, now, she's somebody who's been in the industry since she was 16, since she was like a teenager. So she's been in there. She's been on MTV. You know, she's been in a lot of little productions since she was a teenager. So she kind of, you know, been in and out to being in the industry and knowing how things work and being used as a tool to push their further agenda.
I get nasty too. And sometimes we don't want to make you our boyfriend. We just want to get right to it. Get to it. Let's do it. We're adults here. We're all adults here. And now sometimes you guys is getting
So I'm just going to show you a video of her doing the same hand signals that these other people was doing. And her hanging out with high-end celebrities, you know?
the fucking big. Okay. She's so upset. She can't do it. She's trying to figure it out. I'm doing it. She did the beast and I told
Like, when you see her on Facebook or when you see her on whatever social media site, like, you're not gonna think that she's some, like, I didn't know that she was famous. I just thought she was just some regular person who went viral. So it was just like, you would look at it like she's some regular person who's just, saying how she feels, and it's funny, but really she's not. She's in the industry. She works for the same people who wrote your Bible, who rewritten your Bible. You know what I mean? Like, she works with these people, and it's just crazy. But yo, I haven't even got to the good part yet. I just keep babbling. Like, it's just so much information that I just want you guys to, like, slowly, like, I'm just trying to get you guys to understand. And then later on, when you do your own research and stuff like that, you get to see everything as a whole, and you can rewind back to certain parts, like the race part or the religion part. And you can put your own intake or do whatever. But my job is just to make sure that you guys realize that there's a war out here, and the war is for your soul. The war is these things that are, like, you wonder why the youth is so bad, why the youth is going crazy, and all of this stuff, why they seem worse than the previous youth, is because they have more access to technology. They have more access to watch these shows and to have all of these things programmed into their head, or not even programmed, but just to have these little things in their heads. And like, when you look at a lot of celebrities, they're unhappy. They're unhappy people. Like, yeah, they go post videos and they look like, they're on vacation and they're doing the things that we all want to do, that we would love to do. But when you hear them speak, or when you see them off camera, or paparazzi taking, like, these people don't look happy. Like, with all the money they have, they're still unhappy because there's something missing. And you want to know what that is? That's God. God is missing from their life. And like, this is not I'm trying to convert. No, like, I'm just trying, like, right now, this world is going into straight chaos. And that's because there's no love. Everybody is so busy being filled with hate and rage and anger that we're forgetting to love. God is love. Like, no matter, like, that's one thing about him, is God is love. He is love, and, he's forgiving. He's very forgiving. So if he could love and be forgiven, why can't we? Why are we so quick to judge? Why do we not like people for their skin? Why do we not like people for their religion? Why do we hate people for these things? And, like, for reasons that we don't even have logical answers for. Why do we feel that we're better than this person? Oh, because this says so. Who are they? What is that? Who is this? What are those? Like, what are we, like, who is they? Who is this person that just seems to have so much impact on everybody that we're just listening blindly to what everybody's saying? We go to Google to find the answer for things. But who made Google? He's up there with the same people who he's a part of the same group of people that is deteriorating this world. When you do your own research, you'll see how the media is helping turn people away from their morals and normalizing things that are not normal, promoting violence to turn everyone against each other, and creating more chaos than good. Like, I'm gonna show you this clip of this lady talking, and, like, that's just to prove my point a little bit better, how they're turning everyone against each other.
They put a lot of graphic imagery in it, so a lot of people would start talking about it, and of course cause the division that is necessary in order to build up this new world order that we see in front of us right now. And it also serves as a way to pacify the masses out there, the people who listen to this music and are influenced by these performers, by these false idols. It lets them think that they have a voice and that there's somebody out there who's sticking up for them, and there's somebody who is fighting back against the system and is awake to what's really going on. But nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, you're playing right into their hands, because this is exactly what they want. They want the racial division. They want the civil unrest.
We are so busy being filled with hate and violence that we're forgetting to love. We're forgetting to love each other. We're forgetting to love ourselves. And most importantly, we're forgetting to love God. And, like, we need to just start leaving skin color out of it, because that is just a way to distract everybody. Like, people talk about, no, it's slavery. No, they really think they're better than us. Yeah, there is some people who really think they're better than us, but that's because that's what they was taught. They was taught that they was better than us, and they were taught that from higher ups want people. They put it in little TV shows. They trying to divide people. But if we was to stop and just say, you know what, if a person's a racist, let them let them go to hell by themselves. Let that person be on their own. I'm not telling you to engage with racist people. If they're racist, let them be, because they aren't capable of loving yet. They haven't had their eyes open. They're tainted. You know what I mean? But someone who's not showing you any type of animosity or any, don't be negative to them just because of the color of their skin. Don't look at them and just be like, oh, this person's that, so they ain't like me, so I'm gonna just treat them however. Like, nah, like, start loving. Like, the more we start to love and to spread love, the more this world will become a better place. And like, we keep showing anger, we keep getting outraged, we keep fighting. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna shut shit down. Like, we're not gonna have like that all that shit they talk about, the New World Order, apocalypse, all that shit. How do you think that shit's gonna start? It's gonna start because they're gonna say that everybody's acting like savages. They already did New World Order in one of them other countries. I gotta look it up. I'll probably put some stuff down here for y'all to see. But some years back, they had a place that was shut down. They couldn't have no phones. They couldn't contact anybody outside of that country. They couldn't any of that. So if they're already starting doing that in certain countries, what make you think America won't be next? What make y'all think if we keep showing all this hate to each other, we keep fighting and being like, and before it was just mainly white people being racist, but now black people are getting fed up and are fighting back. And when we fight hard, so once we start fighting, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They're gonna shut stuff down. Then we're gonna become a real big threat. It's gonna seem like it's all our fault, that black people was the reason why this stuff is happening. Like, this is why the shutdown's happening, because they're savages. We're savages. We don't know that. Like, no, but really, it's just because they planted that in our heads. They planted for us to hate each other, and to be distracted, and to listen to this music that promotes violence and sex and drugs, and all this other stuff. Look at R. Kelly over there singing underage sex. He's over it. Like, all of these things are trying to push us against our normal morals, and to make us lose our morals, and to lose sight of what's really important, which is making sure we do the right things, to please the Lord, which is just, love thyself, love thy neighbor as thyself. You know what I mean? Just start spreading love. Like, if you want to start helping out, you start small, because that's how we start out. We got to start small. We got to crawl before we could walk. Smile at somebody, I mean, even if they don't smile back, even if it feel weird, even if it's just not your type of thing, like, let's get this pride thing that we have, this need to, feel like I'm too good for that, and just, put that aside and just be like, you don't know how you're affecting that person's day. You may be the reason why somebody isn't going to commit suicide or isn't about to kill somebody else. You may be the reason why somebody is just like, you know what, I'm fed up, I can't do this no more, and your smile or your nice compliment or your niceness, because it's hard to find that in this world nowadays. People are so evil and so mean that we can't even trust, we can't trust nobody. But like, when we start seeing people change and start seeing people a little more happy, like, forget what social media say that how people's acting. Forget what the media is displaying, because they're perceiving things how they want it to be perceived. They are letting you see things that only they want you to see. They don't want you to see the truth. They don't want you to see how real people are. Like, they want to show all the racist people. They want to show all this. But there's a lot of people who's not racist. There's so many. Like, I don't care what color you are. That's the last thing I care about. I just care about how you treat me. That's it. That's what I care about. So, like, we got to stop letting social media dictate how we feel, and stop letting it dictate our feelings and how we're going to treat people, because the social media is showing this and that and this and that. Nah, that's the agenda. Don't fall for it. Forget all that. Let that negativity stay with the negativity. All you got to do is shine bright, because we can't change other people. We can't make nobody else any different than who they are. But what we can change is ourselves. So if you want to save yourself, you got to make a change. We got to make a change. We got to stop idolizing and doing anything for fame. People who's doing anything for fame, they are selling their souls for fame. Like, it can't get no darker than that. Think about what people are willing to do for some likes, for some fame. Like, people get hyped for some Facebook fame or some Twitter fame or some Snapchat fame. Like, people get hyped off that. Like, they sit there and hurt people just for some likes, just for some views. Like, that's not what God wanted. Like, nah. So we gotta do better. There's gonna be a part 2 to this. Even though this shit was probably long as hell, if you stuck through it, then I know you willing to make the change. You ready. She ready. You ready. We ready. Like, it's time to make a change.